Alright guys, there are a ton of credit cards out there. In this video, I'm going to be going over what my favorite card by American Express is, and I'm also going to be going over your guys' favorite cards that you guys had. I think it's always good to talk about my opinion, but I think it's even better to talk about your opinion and what the community also values as well. I think this is a good video just to learn overall from everyone what the mass opinion on the best credit card by American Express is. So let's go straight into it. I am in my computer right now. I'm in our Facebook group, and if you guys have not yet joined, I always promote it. This is the Credit Society. This is the Facebook group that I created when I first started my YouTube channel. We have about 3,000 members in here. It is pretty damn awesome, and if you guys want to look into more business credit cards or any type of credit card information, join here, and also make sure you guys check out the link to the credit cards. It supports the channel, supports the blog, it supports the Facebook group. But let's get straight into it. I asked a question in our Facebook group this morning on what your favorite American Express card is. Immediately the first comment is, I like the American Express Delta Reserve. The big sign-up bonus and the companion first class ticket made it worth it. So in my opinion, Delta is one of the best airlines to go with if you have a Delta hub around you. So if you're at an airport where you have to pay like $400 or $500 for Delta, it might not make sense if you could save $300, $350 by taking Spirit. And I know all the memes with Spirit, and I know people say Spirit sucks and Spirit's not all that. But I personally took Spirit because there was a Spirit hub from Fort Lauderdale, which was their headquarters, all the way back to DC from where I'm from. And guys, it was a no-brainer. The Spirit flight was like $200, but any other flight was $500. And with that $500 flight, it wasn't even one way. It was like a 6-hour flight compared to a 2-hour flight with Spirit. So I took Spirit. I took that chance. I didn't know what to expect. Yes, the seats aren't that comfortable. They don't really recline like the other airlines do. But if you're on a trip that's under 3 hours and you sleep for 90% of it, it really doesn't make a difference. I also got really lucky because I got first like emergency row seat, so I had a huge amount of leg room. I really do believe Spirit's not that bad. We do put a lot of memes in here, and I have roasted them on my channel before, but they're not that bad. If you can save money, why not? The next one I see right here is a Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant. So Travis here talks about how the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant is awesome because of the $300 credit that can be used towards room rates or the annual fee night certificate for up to 50,000 points. Okay, the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant is definitely great. As you guys know, there was a merger's acquisition with SPG and Marriott. Now they're called the Bonvoy card. This is really like the higher tier card that you guys could get. There is an annual fee associated with this card, but if you guys get this card, you can definitely max it out. And I highly recommend this card for anyone who loves to stay at Marriott properties. If you guys are diversified with your hotel stays, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because there are other hotel cards and co-branded cards that allow you to stay at places. But if you guys are a huge Marriott fan, make sure you check it out. It's not a bad card. So right after this, I got my boy Mark Hammer. He actually sent me this mug a while ago, so shout out to Mark for sending me this mug. He talks about how Amex Gold is his favorite right now because of the global dining and the US supermarkets. That is 100% a great card if you just do those simple things because it's easy to get that reward bonus. Now Tyler Shields right under him said the exact same thing, and I completely agree with that. Sean Summers likes the Platinum card mainly for the travel benefit, the lounge access, but also the only metal card that he has. Flex value. So definitely a great card to use, not because of the flex value, even though it is awesome to have that, but because he's taking advantage of that lounge access. So a big thing you guys need to understand that if you guys, no matter what card is your favorite card, if you're able to use the full potential and the full advantage of it, then you're going to come out on top and it's going to be a good card for you. Like I always mention, if you're going to get the American Express Platinum card, but you barely travel and you're barely going to use that lounge access, it doesn't make sense to have it if you're just going to use it to flex. We always want to come out and look at the value and see what the rewards we're gonna get. Right here, Jordan talks about how he doesn't have this card yet, but he really wants a Hilton Aspire card. After I finished Chase's 524 rule, it's one of the only premium cards that pay you. Plus the status, you can status match, priority pass, and the awesome selection of hotels and resorts. I think it's one of the best premium credit cards, and it has a ton of value. So guys, the Hilton Aspire card is a lot of people's dream card. It comes with a very high annual fee, but you do get a lot of benefits back as well too. So Hilton points aren't really worth that much, you guys, but this card does give you benefits. Like it gives you the highest status at Hilton, it gives you a ton of credits, and then also gives you an annual free night. Just from that alone, you come out on top with this card. But let's not forget, you guys, if you do not travel a lot and if you're forcing yourself to go out and spend that extra day on vacation, sometimes it might not be worth it, especially for people on a budget. But if you're someone who's making a good income salary, you know, you're comfortable, you're not really struggling to pay the bills, then this is a great addition to whatever you're doing. The American Express Gold Card is going to be a repeated theme. So let's talk about what Gabrielle Hurtado says. I would go with the American Express Gold. It might be my first American Express card, but so far so good. Who doesn't dine out or buy groceries? Plus, American Express offers are sometimes good right now, especially with the BP gas offer. So American Express offers is a thing that a lot of people still don't take advantage of, and that's basically where you go into the app or you log in online and they give you a list of offers that give you a discount on what you're looking for. So sometimes they give you a promotion with Hilton, sometimes they give you a promotion with other stores like Best Buy, Starbucks. I've seen pretty much everything. Sunglasses Hut. This one is the BP gas offer. I did see this offer too. And basically with this, they just give you an additional amount of points when you use your American Express Gold Card at the pump. It's usually a little tough trying to get gas redemptions just because sometimes it doesn't fall into the travel category. Sometimes the gas category is tough to find with a lot of these prime cards with Chase and American Express. When there are benefits like this with American Express offers, be sure to take advantage of it. That's what Gabriel did, and I do believe that's a really good way to go at it, so congratulations with that. Ricardo says gold just because. Gold because the credits are really easy to use. It justifies the annual fee. It's a good all-around card. Also, it's consistently. Also, Alright, that threw. This man is spelled consistently wrong. Also, it's consistently being refreshed with new offers. Even without the sub, it's a great all-around card. 100% agree, you guys. So, from just what I saw earlier before I even started this video, the gold card just continues to come out on top. Let's see what Terrence has to say. Not gonna lie, Brian, I gotta say the American Express Centurion, the flex is too strong not to pass up. Pulling out that black card, man, I don't know. Major flex value and the insane benefits. The American Express black card, if you guys don't know, is the rarest card you guys can get. I actually just scripted a video on this. I'm not gonna put it out yet, but I did script a video talking about it. One of my buddies in real life, he actually has the American Express black card. I made some videos when I first started my YouTube channel just unboxing the replacement card box. It's a full titanium card, and basically if you have it, they treat you like a king, but nobody can really get it. Just in the whole world, about 17,000 people actually have this card. It's a very small population of people that can have it. You just have to be really, really rich to get it. So it's not really a value card. It's actually just a status card, okay? It gives you value in terms of being able to find offers that you really normally wouldn't be able to get, but you're gonna be spending way more money getting this card because it has an annual fee of $2,500. It has an initiation fee of like $7,500. You're not gonna get a lot of value from this card, but if you're already super wealthy and you're already well off, then hell yeah, you're definitely gonna get value because they can provide services that you can't find anywhere else. Okay, so this is more of the gold card. This is more of the gold card. I appreciate your comments, you guys. The black card again, and then we have the Amex yellow card. I have no idea what the yellow card is, so if you guys know what that is, just let me know down below because I don't even think that's a real thing. Amex Gold, which I think will be the general consensus here. I think for the most people, the value it provides will outweigh the annual fee. Guys, it's consistently themed that the American Express Gold Card seems to be the fan favorite. And if you guys have not yet gotten this card, I really recommend you guys to do. I have made so many videos on it. Just in the first year, you're gonna get a value of over $1,200 on estimate. That's just from the TPG and that's from other sources online. I do recommend it's gonna be around like $1,000. I don't know about $1,200, but definitely at least $1,000 once you put in the sign up bonus, once you put in the 4X that you get, and then the Uber credit, the airline incidental fee credit, and once you actually just put that all in within the first year, definitely at least $1,000. So if you guys have not yet applied for the gold card, make sure you do. I'll throw it down in the description below. So this is all gold card. Thanks Chester, thanks Abe, and thanks Dylan. Chad says the Hilton Ascend, definitely a good card too. So this one's new right here, the Amex Blue Business Plus card. Let's talk about this card, you guys, because this is an underrated card right here. The Amex Blue Business Plus comes with the standard travel accident insurance, but with a lot of credit cards removing purchase protection, it's valuable. And earning 2x points on the first $50,000 in spend can be as easy as getting 100,000 MR points annually if you're already spending that much on business expenses. So the Blue Business Plus card is a very, very good card, very slept on, and they do have a lot of APR promotions. So if you guys have not yet looked into business cards, I 100% recommend you guys to do so as well too. If I scroll up right here, I'm gonna highlight this so I don't lose track. If I scroll up right here, this is a guide I made just so how you guys can apply for business cards. Even if you don't have a business, you can do that, you guys. But basically, it gives you a ton of benefits, and you can't really do what Dylan mentioned in here on personal spend. If you're spending $50,000 on personal things, you guys need to see Dave Ramsey or someone else. That's not right. But if you have a business and you have $50,000 in expenses, it is 100% acceptable to do this, because 100K MR points, that's a lot of dough, you guys. Just cash back, one-to-one value. I would estimate that, you know, a grand right there, just easy grand. So Greg Lopes, he talks about the Amex Platinum for sure. I don't put a lot of spend on it outside of flights and hotels, but the travel perks are really nice. Hard to beat lounge access, gold status at Hilton and Marriott, $200 a year airline fee reimbursement, and let's be honest, outside of the black card, it's one of the best flex cards in the game right now. And then he put the flex emoji in 3 different race colors. I appreciate that, Greg. No discrimination on this channel, no racism, no hate. But yes, I 100% agree with Greg. Guys, I mentioned this earlier, if you get the platinum card, it must be for the right reason, and that's because you travel and it really complements your traveling habits. So we have the Amex Gold right here by Eugene, the Amex Gold by Gergado. So Matthew Williams, he says, I like my Delta Blue Sky Miles card because it's a $0 annual fee card with some okay travel rewards, 2x miles on Delta purchases and restaurants, 1x miles on everything else. Okay, to each their own. I wouldn't really recommend the Delta Blue Sky Miles as a favorite card unless I was super on a budget and I'm always doing Delta miles and traveling. But even at that point, I would just get the higher tier Delta card. It's not a bad card, but you don't want to get miles, you want to get points, you guys. So the reason why you want to get points is because you can always transfer it over to miles with a promotion, but with miles, you're stuck in that category for most of the time, unless it's one of the places where you can transfer it out and go from other places. Sometimes they don't offer that, so I do always recommend points just because of the flexibility and what you can do for it. You can cash out, you can get gift cards, you can do hotels, you can do airlines, you can rent a car with it. You can do a whole ton of things with it. So I wouldn't limit myself to miles. But Matthew, I do appreciate your feedback on this one. So Julian Lober, he's actually one of the moderators in our group. Shout out to Julian. I'll suck on your... Julian likes the Amex Blue Business Plus. We actually just talked about this card. One of the few American Express cards with no annual fee and doesn't involve tricky credits that Amex is known for. Unmatched earning potential for an everything bonus category at 2x MR. 4% TPG valuation. TPG valuation just means the points guys valuation, and they already do all the math for us. Okay, he has a whole team. They're about to be $1 billion company in 5 years. They know how to do everything. So if they do all the work for us, it's easy for us to just figure out what the numbers are that they got. So he's valuing it at about 4% redemption back after you get your points and then use that for travel. This card doesn't affect your 524 and even offers a sign-up bonus when used through a referral link. There's really no negative to this card. Julian, my brother, I completely agree with what you said for this card. It really is a no-brainer, especially because it's a business card. It doesn't add to anything. It doesn't take away from anything, and there are benefits that actually are plausible with it. And 4% back, nothing could really beat that, you guys. 4% consistent cash back. So I do agree with that. Okay. Ton of questions. If you guys see your name and I forgot to go over it, I apologize for that. I'm gonna go over Josh Smith and then Sanils right here. And if you guys see your name in here, let me know down below in the comments. I'm not gonna be able to get to everyone because this is gonna be a 30-minute video, but I do wanna go over the threads in the comments that I'm really interested in that could provide you guys value for the ones that are watching this at home right now. So Josh Smith, for the average person like myself, I work 50 hours and maybe take 1 vacation a year. So the Amex Gold works best for my family. We really don't have a bunch of time to spoil ourselves. Our biggest expense is food. Okay, right there. This is like your typical average American, okay? You're not gonna be traveling that much, but you have a family to take care of, and all we do is eat food. I know a lot of big boys at my school always eating 24/7. If you guys can go to the supermarket and get 4x back on every time, it's gonna add up throughout the course of a year, 5 years, 10 years, and even your lifetime. So definitely a great opportunity. If you guys eat out a lot or if you buy a lot of food, the Amex Gold is the way to go. He continues that by saying, the points earned over a year is well worth the annual fee and is enough to take a simple vacation once a year. If we have to come out of pocket a little, it's fine, but it's better than nothing. Josh, I love that. Continue doing what you're doing. I'm going to go over Sunil Chawala's comment, and basically he says, the Amex Platinum for sure in my specific case. I travel a lot out of San Francisco and LAX, and so having Centurion Lounge's access is really sweet. WeWork for a year is also just insanely valuable on the Business Platinum. So I do want to go over that just a bit. If you guys are an entrepreneur, if you guys are a freelancer, if you're someone who's even a student and you have tough times finding places to do work, the American Express Business Platinum is one of the best cards because of that WeWork add-on they have. But the WeWork edition is really nice because this is kind of just like an entrepreneur co-working office space that you can show up. You can have your own hot desk. They give you that kombucha. You get that iced nitro cold brew coffee. They have a ton of benefits. And if you're someone that needs to be able to do work somewhere else outside of the Starbucks that you work at every single day, the Business Platinum card, just because of that, you're gonna come out on top. So I definitely recommend that. I definitely agree with that. So the various fee credits, insurance perks, roadside assistance, and then 5x on all travel is just icing on the cake. And it's always nice to have charge cards that don't report utilization. But overall, I find myself getting value worth 2.x times the annual fee. So Sanil, man, you always comment fire in our group. Like, you definitely should have a badge. I don't know. I can't make that badge, but you should definitely have a badge because this man always spits the fire. So let's continue. For most people though, I think the gold is the best. Great multipliers on everyday categories and various credits that are easy to make the most out of. And again, being a charge card with no utilization reported is great for keeping credit scores high without worrying about early payments or anything. Though less important than the money value you get, both cards also do have that sweet, sweet flex value. Hey Sunil, awesome comment right there, and I do agree with 100% what you said. The gold, the platinum are really nice cards. So it seems like that seems to be the trend. It's the gold card, it's the blue business plus card, it's the platinum card, and then I'll see a little bit of co-branded cards every here and there. And Alex King, thanks for saying I'm handsome. I'll put that in the video right there. So here are my thoughts, you guys. I always mention this on the channel. If you're someone that travels, get the platinum card. If you're an entrepreneur, if you need a co-working office space and you travel, get the business platinum card without a doubt. If you're someone that eats out a lot, but you don't want to pay that huge annual fee from the platinum card and you don't travel a lot, get the gold card. If you're someone that doesn't fall into the category of any of that, maybe you don't eat, maybe you're doing that intermittent fasting like I am, then look into the blue business plus card because that is just a free, no annual fee card that doesn't affect anything negatively. Those are going to be my top three, you guys, but if it came down to it, I'm going to choose the platinum card out of everything right now just because of that WeWork bonus and then the lounge access and all the different benefits that you can get with the Amex Platinum card. I don't travel that much right now, but I'm starting to travel just a little bit more just because I've been meeting more friends, more entrepreneurs over Instagram, and it just happens that there's a lot of traveling going on, a lot of meetups, a lot of masterminds. So if you guys are interested at all in any of those cards I mentioned, if this video, guys, helped you out, then make sure you drop a like, make sure you drop a comment on what your favorite card is, if you agree, if you disagree with anything. And once again, if you guys want to support this channel, make sure you guys check out the links in the description, also the link in the blog post if you guys want to help your boy out. In other words, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Also, follow me on Instagram. I love it when you guys follow me on Instagram. And in other words, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.
「見ていたはずの夢はいつも思い出せない」「そういうことが時々」